the top lane. We are going to have our first blood as everyone just jumps in. Disruptor, the unfortunate casualty, Sumail makes his way up and is able to help out Universe. So we talked about those squishy supports getting picked on. Puck finally getting some time to himself in lane, able to push onto the tower, but the fight's going to start breaking out now as we are going to have Ice being the first victim. He goes for the cogs, hook shots himself to freedom, but these neutrals might not be the saviors he hoped for. Still goes down to crit, the Sunray being too strong.
Pick up some damage, perhaps a misstep or two. He's very killable.
Yep, going in. There's going to be a hook shot forward. Static Storm dumped out, but Puck is able to fly away. Chronosphere comes in, but they do end up catching Lifestealer in it. Lifestealer's done, and now Universe pushed away by the cogs. It's not going great so far for EG. Just going to be a leap out. Looks like Venge gets low, but isn't going to be killed off just yet. Zai can't even make it up to Puncher once. And now Jab still going forward. The Bug's doing a number onto Sumail, and the Flare going to be dodged out by the phase shift. Sumail looks like he will be able to make it back to base. Jabs still keeps the follow-up.
Yeah, it's like the complete counter to their team fight. They'll blow all these big cooldown spells. Black gets a nice soul kill. That's the Shadow Blade right there.
Yep,
went backward after the Dragon Lance.
Faceless Void, he's just so poor. He was trying to stay really safe.
Perhaps they do have a ward, so they see Sumail farming the camp. But...
Yep, hook shot in. They do get the Static Storm down. He's silenced up, stuck in the cogs. This poor Puck can't run away. Trying to be healed up by the Sunray of crit, but yeah, Phoenix can't stop that damage from coming in. On the backside, they're going to have Zai, unfortunately trapped in there. They have vision. Shadow Fiend gets the tower deny, so, well, it's a Fire Spirits, but this tower's melting low. Zai does have the ult ready. Could just start things off with an overgrowth. There is going to be that splat of the Infest Bomb, but nice time lapse off. Weaver very quick to save his teammates, and it looks like Puck is going to be the one eating all the damage. BKB coming forward. Shadow Fiend now just going to be right-clicking onto our TZ. Black does have the Aegis, so we can just continue to press forward here. Meanwhile, Jabs, our support Weaver, doing carry tier damage. Our TZ trying to live with armlet toggles in the trees, and it looks like he's doing his best. Might be able to take out the Venge. Oh, the Venge lives with just a fraction of health. And our TZ's down. These 3 cores have buyback, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. The tier 3 pressure is starting to come in, and Black still has that Aegis.
It's only 23 minutes in. Shadow Fiend's ridiculously farmed. Still has the Aegis, and he has a wonderful support staff behind him. The Aghanim's Weaver with the time lapse pretty much makes sure that he can't die in these fights at all.
All right, dust sprayed out. Zai is in some trouble here, just wandering into the corner of the map, but it's looking like this could be a really early GG in favor of Faceless. They are just having some fun. Universe able to go forward, will be able to pop the Aegis of the Shadow Fiend, but he's now coming back in bigger and badder than ever. Meanwhile, Ice just hanging out in the trees, cogs himself for fun, and EG, they just can't find any kills off the back of this. Finally, Faceless will back up, but nothing really gained for EG now. Like they want to burn down XY in the trees, TPing out. There is going to be a Dream Coil to stop that TP, and they do score the kill on the bench. And they're looking for more. They will find Disruptor, so a little bit of a cleanup going on, but still a lot of work before EG makes up that big lead that Faceless still have, correct?
Maybe they can stall for Puck to respawn.
We'll see. Fire Spirits plopped out by crit, but yeah, Black just dodging those like it's no big deal. And like you talked about, big change here as Venge has that 10-second BKB. I'm going to try to fight this. Looks like they're just immediately dumping out some damage onto Zai. They've got vision of him, and well, BKB popped out. There is going to be the overgrowth from Zai holding 3 in place, and to Chrono. It's probably going to be enough. I mean, they are going to be burning down the Vengeful Spirit. Static Storm comes out, but not going to be doing any real damage. Nuts going to be time-lapse back. The Weaver opting to help save the supports. There's a double Dream Coil as Puck spawns back into the fight. They do finally get down that pesky Disruptor, but looks like the rest of Faceless still might get out with their lives. They trade once more for crit. Black still full health, full mana. He's content to keep going, but the rest of his team, they've got it back. They can't fight without this Venge and the control of the Disruptor.
Yep.
Getting kind of close to that first component of the butterfly, and, well, now Sumail shows himself down here. There is going to be a swap back. He's going to go try to orb himself to freedom and drops the Dream Coil onto 2. XY confused about who they're going on. A little bit of indecision may cost Faceless their lives here. Venge already popped out the BKB, is going to be saved by the Weaver, just trying to walk her way back to freedom. There is still a tier 1 tower to help her out. Arteezy just going ham. Looks like he will opt to back off. Now the egg comes out as Black is just going to be right-clicking away, and they will be able to get down Crit. That Phoenix not coming back into the fight. Now Arteezy going to be surrounded here, pushed back by the Cogs. He's got no more mana. There is going to be Universe coming forward, but another time lapse may just save the Venge. It's not going to be enough. She goes down. Arteezy's still alive. Requiem of Souls drop down. They do score the kill on Arteezy. Now Zai revealed in the trees. They popped out another sentry, and they will be able to clean up the tree as well. So Venge just keep pushing up, fighting, going deep into the face. Man, look at the damage coming out of him. That's a 3-shot onto a full health tree and protector. Oh no. That's, yeah, absolutely. Black going in, a couple more swaps forward. They are going to be able to initiate onto the Venge, but the Venge forced to go and take that time lapse for the team. 2 heroes caught in the Chronosphere, and there's going to be a hook shot in. 2 more heroes from the Radiant Corrals, but looks like the Vengeful Spirit, she's going to be dead. No chance to eat the cheese. Nuts getting very, very low, but able to wand back up to enough health to stay back in there. Ice trying to make his way towards freedom, but he's burning and will be going down. So EG, without losing a single hero, take down a core. And that pesky offlaner. Now Jabs is able to go and make his way back forward, but Sumail finishes off another. That's an 0 for 3 in favor of EG. Faceless.
He's building into all these utility items. I have zero idea what he'll get next because I've never seen Weaver get this farmed. He gets Gemini's Quick Buy, great item. But, I mean, both teams kind of just sitting back now. Nuts, goodbye. You were dead, sir.
Yeah, he was, jungling really aggressively with no vision in the Radiant jungle. Now Radiant, they're pushing right back up under Dire Shrine. There's going to be that time lapse spent out onto Ice, and now Black can be going forward. The egg is plopped out, but there's going to be the silence and the Dream Coil. The disarm comes forward, so Shadowfiend has to run from the egg. Meanwhile, in the Chrono, they are able to lock down the Weaver and get down Jabs. There's a TP out from XY, and the Yules breaks it right up, so the Vengeful Spirit now going to be killed as well. This is EG turning it right back around, able to leave their base and find 3 kills without losing.
He's almost at it too.
There we go. Crit has that Infest Bomb inside. The smoke going to be popped. They know someone's nearby, and XY eating up a little bit of the aggression. Roshan going to be a long spawn here, but the fight already going to be getting started. 2 heroes will be inside, waiting for Sumail. He's going to be using himself up, but there's the hook shot in. He's trapped in the Static Storm, and that's a godlike streak for Black. Not going to be halberded this time.
That's no buyback for 80 seconds.
Still down for another 20 seconds, but he'll have it when the fight comes in. Now, Faceless, they're going for the offensive play here. XY smoke is going to pop. They see the Tramp Protector. They are going to swap him back up to the high ground here. He's going to immediately overgrowth. Meanwhile, XY taking some serious damage. The rest of the team going to be going forward. Universe pops the Chrono, does clip onto 1, but can't do anything about it. 2 heroes stuck in the Cogs, and there's going to be a nice Static Storm from 2. Arteezy just going to be pumped away from the Cogs, and XY getting very, very low. Going to be going down. Sumail still going to be low. The Crit joining the escape plan, but Jabs hot on their heels. They're trying to focus down Arteezy, but he's probably the most difficult to focus of the heroes. They make their way to the bottom shrine. They are able to heal up. Faceless are still pursuing this. Universe is going to have a surprise inside. The Infest Bomb drops out as Arteezy claims another victim. Universe is going to be spraying out the time dilation, and there's going to be another Dream Coil. It seems like Faceless may have overstayed their welcome here. We'll see if EG is able to finish anything off. A time lapse onto Ice to keep him nice and healthy, and now Arteezy, very low mana, starting to get low health as well. But Ice is going to be taking a beating and does go down, so very, very long, drawn-out fight. We'll see if Jabs is going to get out okay. Looks like he makes it to the lane, but doesn't have a TP, so he's got a long scurry home. Now Crit going to be swapped back. That's where the fight's going to start. They use the silence on the Phoenix. Phoenix is slow, and Phoenix does drop. There's no egg in this fight. XY did BKB, so doesn't have that for the rest of the engagement. Now Arteezy going to press forward, just goes for the instant infest. And now time lapse onto the Shadowfiend, keeps everyone healthy. Chrono comes in onto 2. Universe, though, his attention split a little bit thin. He's going to get stunned up and can't do anything with the Chrono. A hook shot back in, and they do have vision on him, so he goes down. That's 2 heroes dead without buyback, and Faceless, they're going to press forward and start taking racks here. Big silence comes out of Sumail, but he's going to have to go and leave as all of the mid racks are taken. They're going to rotate for bottom right quick. Arteezy still up and at full health, but can't afford to be too close to these guys. Faceless, they are still kicking. They've still got an Aegis. They've still got cheese.
After that Bloodthorn's doing so much work there, they had the Bloodthorn swap combo just to kill Phoenix, and then Void dies to it as well. But now swaps off cooldown again, so no one can walk up at all.
This is a huge turning point for FACELESS. They felt stagnated for so long, but this is it. And Sumail going to go forward. They are going to swap Arteezy. They get the silence on him. They're stunning him up as well. Looks like Arteezy is going to be able to walk away, but hook shot in. Ice finds him on the back lines. He is going to be able to armlet toggle and get himself out of that sticky situation, but it's making enough time for Black to be able to go and slap these towers. It's a triple man dream coil, but it doesn't seem to matter. They're all just standing in place hitting towers. Dag into the belly does finish off Vengeful Spirit, but she does have buyback. Now big zoom in from the Phoenix, going with the egg as well, and it looks like with that disarm pop forward, Shadowfiend does have to back himself off, and Sumail going to be moving in. Another Chronosphere does clip onto Black here. This could be huge. They could actually get down Black a second time. Another Dagon from Sumail able to go and lock down Nuts, so it's really just Shadowfiend versus the world. Immediately gets silenced and disarmed and immediately gets killed. My goodness, they took down an Aegis and 3 bench with the Invis rune, looking to get things started. And well, there's going to be crit snapped back and yeah, silenced up. It looks like that bird won't be flying much longer, but can he actually live through the entire duration of the Static Storm? He is able to go and get off the ult. Now Universe is going to be moving forward. Vengeful Spirit is going to be able to eat the cheese. BKB's up, and now she's going to be looking to turn the fight back around. Ice still stuck in the Dream Coil, and now XY isolated in. Another hookshot forward and a Chrono onto 2. This is looking pretty good for EG so far. They get 2 down, and Shadowfiend, oh, he goes down as well. Down for 100 seconds, does have buyback, but it's only Weaver left alive to tell his tale. Jab's going to be scuttering, trying to wrap himself around, but for this, got to be very careful not to drop that Static Storm without meaning. And now Arteezy just jumping up. They know he's got Aegis, so they can't get too crazy, and there's going to be the Hex swap in. This is going to be huge. They do end up finding the kill on the puck. Can go ahead and buy back, but getting back into this fight is tricky. Now, ult popped out by Universe, going to be fighting outside the Chronosphere. Vengeful Spirit makes herself vulnerable. Black going to be able to make it back up to the high ground. Dream Coil comes forward, and they force back the Clockwork, so Ice is stunned. Now Arteezy just goes to work on him. Hogs push back Arteezy. The rest of FACELESS, they're buying back. They got to withstand the Shadowfiend. Starting to get low, going to be shrining up and living through it, but another Dream Coil comes out. She's eaten up, and oh, yeah, that's going to be Ice. Getting very, very low. Able to force himself back to freedom. FACELESS, they're all still staying alive right now, and they do end up locking down Arteezy. He's going too forward. He does have the Aegis, but this isn't the fight that EG wanted, so they're going to have to back off. Infest comes back out from Arteezy. Another swap in. They know he doesn't have the Infest. Aegis going to be burned. Sumail already used that refresher. Does not have his ult for 30 more seconds. Arteezy just going to be running to freedom as they're looking for more kills, but will FACELESS push too far? They are still continuing to press forward. They are going to be able to glimpse back onto this Phoenix. A kill off the Phoenix, looking for Arteezy here. Again, they popped his Aegis.
Weaver does have Hex up here.
Just a matter of getting in range heavy and able to go and clean that out. Now, they do have vision on this Tree and Protector. They're still carrying the gem on the Weaver, so Tree going to be going down. He does have buyback, but he drops a gem. He's got plenty of survivability. Crawling up here, though. Yeah, he's going to be Hex. Now, does have that Lotus Orb plopped on him by his team. And Universe going to be coming forward, going to be chronoing up the Shadowfiend, just taking care of him solo. Sumail comes in, dumps the Dagon on him, and now swap back, keeping the Shadowfiend safe. But they get down the Weaver, who doesn't have buyback. They're so close to getting down Black, but they're not able to find him. Arteezy, though, finds himself another kill onto the Vengeful Spirit.
It's got to be very careful with that Chronosphere. Weaver is up in 10 seconds at least, so maybe they can stall for that.
Going to be a long 10 seconds, and that's going to be a 10 seconds potentially filled with Mega Creeps as Universe dumps out another ult. Towers are fortified. They've got to take a pause button on Structure, but they'll settle for some kills. And with Shadowfiend going down, it's getting close to GG. He immediately buys back, but towers are starting to get low. Jabs moves forward. Black again comes back in, wants to find the kill on Arteezy, but well, they can't catch up to him. With Venge still dead, they don't have the swap. There's going to be a glimpse back. They get the silence onto Sumail. Sumail going to be able to blink away. Phase Shift saves him for the moment, and he will get out by the skin of his teeth. Rocket Flare comes in, but they'll be A-okay. Jab's going to keep hot on his heels, but
we have Chronosphere up in 25 seconds, Coil up in 15. Shadowfiend ultimate's on a longer cooldown.
Well, they're going to go forward. They are able to immediately Hex up and kill off Sumail, dead without buyback. That's going to be big. Now, glimpse back forward. They're keeping the rest of EG corralled. Arteezy going to get that Lotus Orb sprayed on him. Going to be Manta dodging whatever he can, but XY burning low. Missile dropped on him. Hookshot comes in, though, and Hurricane Pike moving forward. Time-lapse bird onto the Vengeful Spirit. They're going to be able to go forward and stun. Universe trapping his own allies inside the Chronosphere.
game. Just one failed push, and that was all it took.